What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm out on the creek where I went in my last video. Get out here for a few hours this evening, see if I can catch some fish. If you watched my last video, caught them pretty good in that last video down here on this creek, and caught some nice ones. Caught a lot of them on the chatterbait and a few on the whopper plopper. I'll probably throw top water this evening closer to dark, but right now I'm out here and I'm gonna throw the chatterbait around. I've got a new chatterbait I'm gonna try and give you guys a review on. It's the Booyah Melee bladed jig. It's got a unique head design on it, and it's supposed to come through wood pretty good, but I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna be throwing it up in some heavy cover and see if it actually come through the cover like they claim it will, and let you know my thoughts on it, and see if I can catch any fish on it. If you're new here, I'm Brand. You're watching the Dude Fish channel. Welcome to the channel, guys. So guys, y'all come along with me. Let's catch some fish. Guys, here's the chatterbait. It's the Booyah Melee. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's got a unique head design on it. The blade's sitting further back on the head. Supposed to allow it to come through cover. We're fixing to test it out and see what it'll do, guys. It's white color. It's what I caught them on last time I was down here. So we're gonna throw it up in some cover and see what happens. There's the first fish, guys, on the Melee chatterbait. Largemouth. About a pound and a half. Guys, it does pretty good in the cover. It comes through the cover pretty good. It don't hang up near as much as a Z-Man chatterbait or a jackhammer or any other chatterbait. It does still hang up, but it will come through a lot better. A lot less hang-ups with it. I do notice you have to kind of give it a good pull before you start reeling to get it started. And if you slow it way down, the blade will stop. But I'm not going to be slow rolling it anyway. I'm reeling it pretty fast, so as long as you give it a good jerk before you start reeling, it does pretty good. So it's pretty good around wood and rock. Got a paddle tail on it now. It seems like it don't have a lot of vibration with that paddle tail on it. When I was throwing it without a trailer on it, it did real well. I'm about to put on a zoom with a split tail and see if it does any better with that on there. Gee, small largemouth got off. Caught him on the very next throw where I had that one on it got off. I took that paddle tail trailer off and put this fluke on. Twin tail fluke. Get a little more vibration out of the bait with a twin tail. So what's my thoughts on the Booyah Melee vibrating jig? And why did I buy it? Well, the reason I bought it is because there's been a few trips I've been out on that I was catching them pretty good on the chatterbait. And there just happened to be a lot of wood cover around. And a few of them trips I put on a spinnerbait to try to get the bait up next to some wood cover. There's sometimes they just wouldn't hit the spinnerbait. All they wanted was a chatterbait. So I wanted to buy something that claimed to come through wood and rock pretty good. And Booyah claims this bait is made to come through wood and grass. So I bought a few of these and wanted to give them a try and see how they did. Pretty unique bait. It's got a bar right on top of the head where the blade is, and so the blade's sitting a little further back than the regular vibrating jig, and I guess that's why it comes through cover a little better. It's got a quality hook on it. It's about a 4/0 hook. It's not quite as big as the jackhammer or Project Z, but it's a good stout hook, quality skirt, quality bait keeper, just quality components this jig's made up of. I love their spinner baits, and I use them all the time. That's probably my favorite spinner bait, and it's like them. They use quality components on their baits. So as far as fishing wise, it does hang up just like any chatterbait. Now I was taking it to the extreme. I was throwing it up way up as far as I could back up in the cover, and I did get hung up some, but it does come through a little better than a regular chatterbait. As far as fishing around rock, I'd hang up on rocks. I could just pop my rod and free it up that way about 90% of the time. And a lot of times when you pop your rod and the bait comes free, you'll get a strike. So it does that pretty well, and it does catch fish, as y'all saw. Started out with the Yum 3.5 paddle tail on there, and the bait didn't seem to have a lot of thump with it. It was vibrating, but just didn't seem to have the thump that I wanted. I did catch a few on it with the paddle tail. Changed it up and put a fluke twin tail on there. I cut about 1 inch off of it, and putting that on there seemed to give it a lot more thump. Now I caught myself having to give it a good pop when it hit the water to get it going, but after that you can feel the thump on there. Now I will say, low speed, winding at low speed, the blade will lock up on you. It locked up on me several times just trying to slow roll it. It's not made for slow rolling, but fast to medium retrieves it does great with, especially with a Zoom twin tail on there. So will this be my go-to from here on out? I don't think so. I will have a few in my box when I get in a situation around it's got a lot of cover. I will throw it. Just be a great addition to have in your box for those certain situations, guys. Another potential problem that I thought could happen was the blade will only go back so far. It will not lay flat. Because of the head design, and kind of worried about losing fish. Now I did lose a couple of fish on it because of the way the blade lays back or what, but I did lose a couple of fish on it. But I've always lost fish on chatterbaits. A couple weeks ago I lost a lot of fish on just a regular chatterbait. So I don't know if it's the blade design or what, but I'll have a few of them in my box for certain situations. But that's going to do it, guys, of the Booyah Melee vibrating jig review. My thoughts. Now these thoughts are just my opinion. You may have a different experience with it, but this is just my opinion of using it around wood cover and rocks, and my experience with it. But I appreciate y'all watching and sticking with me, and thanks to all the new subscribers for joining the channel. It really means a lot to me, guys. If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing to the channel and hit that notification bell to be notified by future videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you out on the water.